Do you know how embarrassing it is when my friends ask what my boyfriend does? I have to watch them pretend to be impressed. She sneered when I caught her cheating, so I walked out mid-sentence and vanished. Now the surgeon's license is revoked, she's trapped in his mess, and her desperate texts get one final screenshot from my promotion. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Throwaway account because this story still stings a bit, even though I'm way past it now. I am 34, was with my girlfriend Emily, F32, for 6 years. We met in college. She was this ambitious marketing major with big dreams, and I was studying software engineering, content with building a stable life. Looking back, I gave a lot to make us work. I turned down a couple of high-profile job offers early on because they involved relocating, and Emily didn't want to leave her city for her career networking. Instead, I took a solid but unglamorous role at a mid-sized tech firm, handling back-end systems for enterprise clients. It paid the bills, let me work from home sometimes, and gave us flexibility. I was the loyal type, cooked dinners most nights, planned weekend getaways even when she started complaining they were too predictable. Remember that one time I surprised her with a road trip to a cozy cabin? She posted about it on social media, but later told me it was cute, but not exactly thrilling. I brushed it off, thinking it was just her stress from climbing the ladder in her PR job. She was always chasing the next big client, networking at fancy events, coming home late smelling like wine and opportunity. But over the last year, things shifted. Emily started making these little digs. We'd be at dinner with her friends, mostly other ambitious types in marketing or finance, and she'd laugh off questions about my job. Oh, Alex? He's in tech, keeps everything running behind the scenes. Her tone always had this edge, like it wasn't impressive enough. Once, after a party, she said, "Do you notice how my friends' partners are all in high-stakes fields? Lawyers, execs. It's just different energy." I felt that confusion creeping in. Was I not enough? I'd supported her through her master's program, covered rent when she was between jobs. I thought loyalty meant something. Flash forward to the red flags. Her phone buzzing at odd hours, work meetings that ran late, a new perfume I didn't recognize. I tried talking about it once, but she brushed me off. "You're being paranoid, Alex. Not everything's a conspiracy." Deep down, I knew something was off, but I didn't want to be the jealous guy. I kept showing up, being committed, thinking we'd work through it like always. Then came the night everything shattered. I got home early from work, some server maintenance finished ahead of schedule, and her laptop was open on the kitchen table. Curiosity got me. I glanced at the screen and saw emails. Flirty ones, with attachments of photos from dates. The guy's name was Mark, a surgeon she'd met at one of her networking events. They'd been seeing each other for months. My heart dropped. I sat there, staring, feeling like the ground was swallowing me. Why? I'd been nothing but good to her. She walked in an hour later, dressed up like she was coming from another meeting. I confronted her right there in the living room, my voice steady but my hands shaking. "Emily, who's Mark?" I saw the emails. She froze for a second, then her face hardened. No denial, no tears, just this smug sigh, like I'd caught her in a minor inconvenience. She set her bag down and crossed her arms. "Okay, fine. You figured it out. Mark's a surgeon, vascular specialist, actually. We've been seeing each other for a while now." I stared at her, the betrayal hitting like a wave. "A while? We've been together 6 years. What the hell?" She rolled her eyes, like I was overreacting. "Look, Alex, it's not like I planned this. But let's be real. You've been comfortable. Stable, sure. But do you know how embarrassing it is when my friends ask what my boyfriend does? I have to watch them pretend to be impressed. Oh, software engineering? That's important. Meanwhile, Mark saves lives. He takes me to galas, introduces me to people who matter. You and I? We're just stuck in routine." Her words cut deep, twisting the knife. I felt humiliated, like everything I'd built for us was a joke to her. "So that's it. You're throwing us away because my job isn't flashy enough? I supported you through everything, your degree, the lean times. And now I'm embarrassing." She laughed, a short, dismissive bark. "Supported me? Alex, that's what partners do. But I need more than a safety net. Mark challenges me, excites me. He's ambitious, like me. You play it safe, coding away in your home office. I deserve someone on my level. This isn't about you being bad. It's about me wanting better. We've grown apart. Classic story. I pressed, needing to understand her logic, even as it burned. Grown apart? You cheated, Emily. Lied for months. And now you're justifying it like it's a career move. Cheated? It's not that black and white, she snapped, her voice rising with that entitled edge. I tried to feel fulfilled with you, but face it, you're not the guy who turns heads. Marcus, he gets what it's like to chase excellence. You think paying bills and planning Netflix nights is enough? My friends pity me, Alex. They do. Emily's with that nice guy, they say, but it's code for boring. I can't keep pretending. This is me choosing happiness. Her hypocrisy floored me. She'd benefited from my boring stability, used it as a launch pad, and now discarded it. I opened my mouth to respond, but she kept going, mid-rant about how life's too short for mediocrity. That's when I stopped listening. The confusion, the unfairness, it all crystallized. I wasn't going to beg or yell. I just stood up, grabbed my jacket from the chair, and walked toward the door. Alex, where are you? She started, but I cut her off by stepping out mid-sentence, the door clicking shut behind me. No dramatic exit line, no confrontation, just silence. That night, I crashed at a buddy's place, my mind reeling. The betrayal felt outrageous, undeserved after all I'd given. I sat with it, the hurt washing over me in waves. Why did she get to humiliate me like that? I replayed her words, the smugness, the twisted excuses. It wasn't just the cheating, it was the emotional abandonment, making me feel like a backup plan all along. I didn't sleep much, just stared at the ceiling, processing the silence she'd left me in. The next day, while she was at work, probably with him, I went back to the apartment. I didn't rage or trash anything. Calmly, I packed my essentials, clothes, laptop, a few books. Hired a moving service on short notice to grab the rest of my stuff. Furniture we'd split, but I left her share. I canceled our joint streaming accounts, transferred utilities to her name, and left the keys on the counter with a simple note. Goodbye, Emily. Take care. No pleas, no accusations. Then I blocked her number, her socials, everything. Disappeared from her life like a ghost. I stayed with my friend for a week, then lined up a short-term rental in another part of the city. Work was flexible. I threw myself into it, but the confusion lingered. Days blurred. Gym sessions to clear my head. Long walks where I'd question everything. Was I really embarrassing? The unfairness ate at me, but I didn't reach out. No emotional outbursts. Just quiet dignity, sitting with the pain until it started to fade. I even started therapy, journaling my thoughts. From vulnerable "what did I miss?" to a clearer "I deserved better." It breathed, that middle space. No quick rebound, just me rebuilding in the silence. Months passed in that quiet haze. I focused on myself, upgraded my resume, applied for that promotion I'd shelved years ago, and started hitting the gym like it was therapy. Work became my anchor. I dove into projects, earning kudos from my team for some innovative code that streamlined our clients' operations. Socially, I reconnected with old friends, the ones Emily had dismissed as not networking material. Life wasn't perfect. Nights still hit hard, replaying her cruel words in my head, but I wasn't wallowing. I was moving. Word trickled back through mutual acquaintances, the kind who couldn't resist updating me despite my no-contact rule. At first, it was minor stuff. Emily had moved in with Mark pretty quickly after I left. She was posting about their glamorous life, dinners at upscale spots, weekends at his lake house. But cracks showed early. One friend mentioned she'd quit her PR job, saying Mark wanted her to focus on us, which sounded more like control than romance. I didn't pry. I just nodded and changed the subject. Then karma swung in hard, about 8 months post-breakup. It started with whispers in our old social circle. Mark was under investigation. Turns out, as a vascular surgeon, he'd been cutting corners, billing fraud, overprescribing procedures that weren't necessary, even a couple of malpractice suits from patients who'd suffered complications. The state medical board got involved, and it blew up in the local news, vague headlines about prominent surgeon facing license revocation. His practice tanked, partners distanced themselves, and he lost his hospital privileges. From what I heard, he turned bitter fast, lashing out at everyone, including Emily. He'd isolate her, criticize her for not supporting him enough, and control the finances since she'd become dependent on him after quitting. Emily unraveled with him. Without her job, she had no income, and her prestigious circle evaporated when the scandal hit. Mutual friends who'd initially bought her story about our mutual split started siding with me after details leaked, how she'd cheated, the humiliating way she'd dumped me. She lost invites to events, got ghosted by her ambitious crew who didn't want the drama taint. One buddy told me she looked rough at a coffee run-in, stressed, withdrawn, like the smugness had been stripped away. She was trapped in his mess, living in his now mortgage-strained house, dealing with his mood swings. No escape hatch because she'd burned her bridges. It was ironic, almost poetic. Her chase for better landed her in a pit of instability, far from the excitement she'd craved. I didn't gloat, it just confirmed I'd dodged a bullet. But damn, it felt like justice, earned after the way she'd discarded me. Her first reach-out came via email, about 10 months in. I'd changed my number, but she must have dug up my work address from somewhere. The subject, "Can we talk?" I almost deleted it, but curiosity won. She wrote, "Alex, I know I hurt you, and I'm so sorry. Things with Mark aren't what I thought. He's different now. I miss what we had. The stability, the real stuff. Can you call me? Please." I didn't respond. A week later, voicemail started on my new line. She'd gotten it from a mutual friend, I guess. "Alex, pick up. I need to explain. It was a mistake, okay? I was stupid, chasing shiny things. You were always there for me, and I threw it away. Let's meet for coffee. I just want to apologize in person. No dice." I blocked the number again, but she escalated. 2 weeks after that, she showed up at my old office. Thankfully, I'd transferred departments by then, but security buzzed me. I told them to send her away. Later, a text from an unknown number, hers again. "Why are you ignoring me? This is childish, Alex. I know you're hurt, but people make mistakes. Mark's investigation is ruining everything. He's so controlling now, yelling all the time. I need out. Remember how we used to talk through stuff? Help me." Her tone shifted in the next wave. Calls from her friends, the toxic ones who'd enabled her. One, Sarah, left a message. "Alex, Emily's a mess. You need to man up and talk to her. She's sorry, okay? Holding grudges isn't healthy." Then her family piled on. Her mom emailed, "Alexander, this is Emily's mother. She's going through hell with that man. You were good for her. Why abandon her now? Family sticks together, even after mistakes." Her brother called, gruff and unpleasant. "Dude, my sister's crying because of you. Get over yourself and fix this. She picked wrong, big deal. Be the bigger person." By the 12th month, desperation turned to anger. Another show-up attempt, this time at a mutual friend's birthday gathering I'd RSVP'd to. She cornered me by the bar, eyes red, voice pleading at first. "Alex, please. Look at me. I'm sorry. I was wrong about everything. You weren't embarrassing, you were real. Mark's a nightmare. Lost his license last week, and now he's taking it out on me. I have nothing left. Can we start over? I miss you." I stayed calm, sipping my drink. "Emily, this isn't the time." But she pressed. "No, it is. I see now, you were the best thing. My friends ditched me, my job's gone. Help me get back on my feet. We were good together." When I didn't budge, her face twisted. "Fine, be a jerk. You think you're better now? Ignoring me like I'm nothing? After all those years? You're heartless." She stormed off, but not before her friend chimed in rudely. "Yeah, Alex, real mature. She's suffering. Have some compassion." The attempts kept coming, texts turning nasty. "You owe me closure, you coward." Her family doubled down, her mom calling to guilt trip. "How can you sleep knowing she's trapped? You're punishing her unfairly." It revealed their colors, entitled, unpleasant, just like her. I ignored it all, but the escalation showed how far she'd fallen. Fast forward to month 14. I'd just landed a major promotion, lead engineer on an international project, complete with a relocation option to a bigger city and a fat raise. Life was clicking, new apartment, hobbies like hiking that cleared my head, even casual dates that felt light. Emily's mess, a distant echo. Her final desperate message came during our mutual friend Jake's wedding. I was there as a groomsman, She is a distant invitee who'd heard I was thriving. Ping on my phone mid-reception. Alex, saw pics from the wedding online. You look happy. Please, I'm begging. Mark's gone full controlling. Won't let me leave without a fight. I'm scared, broke, alone. I know I screwed up, but forgive me. One chance. I thought about it for a minute, then sent one response. A screenshot of my promotion email, highlighting the title Senior Lead Engineer, Global Ops, and the salary bump. Under it, I typed, I'm not embarrassed anymore. Good luck. That was it. Firm, definitive. No sympathy, no care for her drama. She replied instantly. Wait, what? Alex, call me. But I blocked her for good. Seeing her across the room later, looking out of place and defeated while I chatted with my date, drove it home. The power flip was complete. She was irrelevant, a lesson in my rearview. She's a footnote now, powerless in the life I've built. I've grown, emotionally free, clear on my worth. No more confusion, just peace. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.